Hey everyone, how are you doing? Hey Canterad, thank you for the follow, Maltra. Hey Burry, hi Grim, hey everybody else. How's everybody doing today? And yep, my first stream of the season. Hey Eliza. So we started obviously on Saturday. You're busy, not surprising. No mega builds. I have a small crop farm. I have a villager breeder. I have some villagers. I have a cactus farm. Um, I have a villager converter and a very tiny manual sugarcane farm and an iron farm. So that's about it so far. So yeah, there's still plenty to do. And after several hours of searching, I found a location. And I have two plans for, yep, very humble beginnings, Puri. So, we're not quite 48 hours old. So, it's not too bad, I guess. So, I came up with a plan last Friday, and I came up with a second plan on Saturday, on top of the two plans to help other people. So, this is plan two. Plan one, which it will be the main build, will have to wait until I can find a large, warm ocean, if there is one. But I will check that out when we get the seed in a few months. So until then, what we're going to do is work here, and my plan is to turn it into, or try to turn it into, a modern build with a cruise ship or a cruise liner and a port. And just over here, we have a long stretch of straight coastline, pretty much, which I can use as a dock, and then have a modern city kind of build here. And then the second plan is something completely different. But the server just restarts. It restarts every 2 hours on the hour that's just gone. It helps with the lag, Grim. Clears things out and helps a little bit. So, first things first, we need to do. Oh, what I need to do afterwards is I have some villagers converted, so I have some tools. And I also have some armour, which I've converted down so I can. Midnight tomorrow or tomorrow morning, that's awesome. We look forward to seeing you on the server. So, do I have any spare emeralds at the moment? Don't think I do. I think I just use them for converting. Let's just check the iron farm. I think I've pinched all the iron. We have 11 pieces, that's okay. Because we're going to go make a trip through the nether to the resource world. So apologies, it's going to be bits of this and bits of that, but I'm going to need a lot of concrete. And I also need to set up a concrete converter. Which we can do, but I would like to do that in its permanent location, rather than continuing adding more temporary builds. So, okay. Coming up with a plan for a build for a concrete converter. That's cool. We'll do it on the fly. But I need some gravel and I need some sand. Right, so... Okay, I guess we're getting that afterwards. I was hoping to grab another set of armour. Have I got incoming? Oh, I've got incoming. Which isn't necessarily a good thing, because I don't have a sword on me. I guess I'd better make a sword, hadn't I? And I'd better make some food too. Let's grab a bed. Oh, go away. Where did I stick the beds? There we go. At least it'll reset my spawn point. Oh yeah, I just don't want the pigmen coming through, etc. It's just a pain. Right, so I want a sword. Come on. Now you can come down. I've got a sword. I can hit you back. See, they're not phantoms, they're chickens. Now that I've got a sword, they're not interested. Right. Aqua affinity. Aqua affinity. Okay, never mind. We will have to make a couple of nether runs. As long as I can find... Okay, let's grab you. We'll grab the bread. That gives me some food. Diamond can go there. Don't need the sticks. But I may need a second shovel because they're only efficiency 2. There's no unbreaking on them. Not yet, but I will get some villagers set up. Okay, so like I say, at the moment it's going to be a case of just sorting out some concrete, gravel, etc. You're hoping to find an area that start base when you join. Rocket is reserving you a spot that fits the description of what you want since it's next to his base. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for the meow, Ali. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, that's cool. It's nice that he's done that for you, Grim. Right, so I am also next to a fortress. And there's blaze spawners in there, so I've been able to get blaze rods easier. So I've been very lucky. Hi Nick, how are you doing? I should have grabbed a torch to help. Oh no, I have a blaze rod still. Yay. Yay me. Let's grab this other blaze rod. And there we go. We're back to our normal trick. He was talking to you, but... It's always good to help people. I saw you working on the nether yesterday, Can tread the path. How are things going? You didn't make it to Tango stream, but you watched all 5 hours of TC Tour on his second channel. the Villager Kingdom, that was awesome, wasn't it? Oh, mine. Oh, I was thinking of other people's builds. Okay, you enjoy walking the dog. So yeah. It was suggested by somebody that I do a full tour of the base start to finish. The nether hub is going well, Block. That's awesome. They were. It's always I always love seeing what people come up with. I really do. Yeah, the tunnels are evil sometimes. I need to put some walls in on this tunnel before too long. Otherwise, when things calm down a little bit, there's going to be a lot more gas spawning. And I will end up in the lava. Thank you for the steps. Ooh, gold. Yes. Piglins. Oh well, I'll see if I can pinch the gold later. But yeah, so somebody suggested I do a proper full tour of the base and put it on YouTube for those who watch the YouTube VODs. And when they suggested it, I was thinking it might be nice to show each season's build. I know Sober's done something similar with his past ones, but I'm wondering if it might be nice to do the season 3, 4, 5. Well, 6 wasn't mine, and 8. So it might be interesting to do that. And the toggle is awesome. I do like toggle in Minecraft for the sneaking. Pink. Lots of pink. What I do need to do... Oof. I'll have to do it on the way back if I have inventory space. Hi, Bowser. Okay, so I'll get that sorted then, if people think it's a good idea. How's things going? Did you find your spot? And how are things going with you, Ali? I'm assuming you're hectic at the moment with work and life. Hi, Viper. Sometimes it's like that, Ali. The server will be around for ages, you know that. How are things going, Viper? And you know, we never did get around to me riding your rail line last season. So when we get the world download, I will do that. Where are we? We're still 400 blocks out, so I'm assuming we're not at spawn. Spawn is still this way. Oh yeah, definitely. It can be very hectic the first few days. People getting this done, that done, because, like I say, we've still got a fair few. And it's mid... Hi, Fazoo. How are you doing? You're at work at the moment? Yeah, I just finished for the day about 45 minutes ago. Right, so let's find... So that's not it. At least it's not netherrack here. Yeah, but the thing is, we have a path. And this is a normal block, so the gas can't blow them to pieces. So I'm not complaining. It's better than my path where it comes out over the lava lake with no walls. I do need to fix that. Right, so let's pop through. Because I need some sand and I need some gravel. Gravel even. Gavel? Nope, I don't need a gavel. Now I have to find where... Like I said, people be crazy. This spawn is gorgeous. Hi, Raf. Right, so that's ocean, ice, and mesa. Maybe desert as well. Yep, here's a desert. Let's take a screenshot of that. That way I don't get lost. 2051 in the negative. Otherwise, I will be looking for 00 and it won't be 00. Judge presiding. Nah, me being in charge of anything is not a good idea, trust me. It's enough to be in charge of myself. Right, so just going to head up here and rather than be too close, get to the top. Whoops, here we go. Incoming. Yes, I have to get rid of you because you don't burn in the sun. Thought I heard more footsteps. Okay. So apologies, it's a bit diggy. I was hoping to get time yesterday to gather some resources for today, but time got away from me, as per usual. Nah, that's my... Nah, I can only hit with the one. Though it might be a nice idea to use it as a lightsaber and hit them with that, but somehow I don't think it's going to work too well. This is my lighting that I can't place by accident. Because awesome people told me, because if it was a torch, I could accidentally place it on a block. Blaze rods aren't placeable. Yep, there'll be smart people about. I think it was DMC who told me. So because I have Optifine and dynamic lighting, it means I can still see in the dark. Yes, I know it's a little cheaty, but it makes my life easier. And it means that you guys can see a bit more when the sun goes down. Right, so I'm just trying to think how much we're going to need. So a concrete converter shouldn't be a big build, but I also want it to be maybe a small modern house. What do you think? So if we get another couple of stacks, and then we'll get the same amount of gravel. And then we can figure out where we want to start the first build. And I guess I better eat before I have problems. No, 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 no. I don't think I've ever built a dirt hut. Prior to learning how to build, I used to dig into the side of a hill. Yeah, that's the thing. It'll be a manual concrete converter, so I can do it a house size kind of thing. But unfortunately, because a lot of it is going to be concrete type modern builds, I'm limited on the types of stairs I can use with it. So how are we doing? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just finish off this stack. That gives us 6 stacks of sand. Now, and then if we get 6 stacks of gravel, and a few extra just in case. You love digging into the hills. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. You can do some awesome builds inside the hills and just have the one side or a couple of sides of the house peeking out. They look amazing that way. Okay, so I need to go that way. You can do some fantastic looking things. I've thought about it a time or two myself to do that. But maybe one day. Right, so gravel. Which biome would have gravel in? And I definitely don't want to go swimming down the... let's see. Ice and gravel. Mesa ice gravel. Yay! Oh, that's cool. Somebody found a geode. It's nice that there's a gravel biome. Because gravel is needed just as much as... Yeah, well, we'll do down here. As sand. The only problem... Oh, Pendle, you're dippy. You have a Silk Touch villager. You should have put Silk Touch on your shovel before you came here. Yep. Pendle be dippy again. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is remember when we go back, check on how much iron I've got. And I've got the levels. That's not an issue. Villager trading gives you lots of... Stop doing so dippy all the time. Yeah, that's never going to happen. Not a chance. I swear I would forget my head if it was loose. I really would. But hey, the world won't come to an end if I forget things and do things out of order a little bit. It's just kind of weird this season because I think every past season, I've taken the first week of the server off work, but not this season. So it's kind of weird. So how are we doing? So we're on the 4th stack. So then I've got to figure out what colour palette to use. Well, I can always compost some crops, etc. to get white. Or I can do cyan. I'm not sure if there's any squid nearby. Nope. I know we're building a concrete converter inside a modern house. For a modern build with a cruise liner and a port dock kind of thing. And then the second part of this season, I need to find a large warm ocean or a large ocean that isn't claimed. Oh, this is a new season. Yeah, we started on Saturday evening. Not quite 48 hours ago. What, about an hour and a half from now, and we'll hit the 48-hour mark. So, right, so 1, 2, 3. I just need the end of this stack, and that gives us 6 stacks of gravel to go with the sand. As long as I'm counting right. And the flint I can always trade to one of the villagers. So it's not exactly wasted. Just need to remember to put Silk Touch on the shovel. So yep. What can you say? Lots and lots of people, which is awesome to see. Okay, so wrong one. Right, so 12 and 14, that will do. Probably that's the thing, because what I plan to do is a spiral mountain with an, so it'll be a size and then it'll spiral out the mountain range. But the mountain has got to be wide enough that I can build on the spiral. Return to spawn. Okay. So it needs to be several hundred blocks. Because the mountains are going to have to be a couple of hundred blocks across the base, but if it's spiraling too, yep, a little bit of parkour. Yeah, not my forte, but hey, I guess I'll just have to practice. That's a north tunnel, west tunnel. Here we go. We're down the west tunnel. But it's cool. I love what they've done with the spawn. They come up with awesomeness. I'm looking forward to seeing what's done with the tunnels, etc. Bye bye. Hi Riz. Razor Monkey, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Right, so technically I have 4 plans. 2 are personal, 2 are helping other people. So for the first part of the season, the plan is to do a modern build. With a cruise liner and a port. Razor. Okay, thank you for correcting. I really appreciate it. I really do. It helps me try and remember the names better. So I do get it. I do appreciate it. So I'm going to make a cruise ship with a port, but a modern build, and try and make it a more tropically kind of feel for the first part of the season. And then the second, like I say, the second part, I want a spirally mountain range with a centre bit here that's on flat land and has a town and bits coming up around the edge of one part of the mountains. Which sounds not very detailed, but I have something in mind with it. With waterfalls and chasms and bits of builds in the jungle kind of feel in sections of it. It should be interesting and a challenge. What I want it to do is push my build skills. if that makes sense. Each season I like to learn something new, be it big or small. But I'm never going to be good at I want to at least get competent in every area of Minecraft kind of thing. But that's a big challenge. In the far northeast, there's an ocean that goes for thousands of blocks. Oh, that's awesome. I will have to check that out, Vidarius. Because I do need a big ocean to do that plan. Ooh, ghasts. You don't see me, I am not here. I am invisible. You can't see me. I don't look at you, you don't look at me. Okay. Nobody saw anything. I need the gold for more golden apples. For converting villagers. And I'm not exactly far from my walkway anyway. But yeah, I'm out at the world border almost on the west side. In fact, my well, I say world border, but not world border that way, world border this way. Which is cool, because like I say, that straight piece of land was what I went for this build, because I was going to make it easier to build a giant cruise ship, which we can decorate, because that gives us lots of rooms to decorate. Ballrooms and cabins and lounges and engine rooms and all sorts of other bits. As well as the houses and the roads. Which should keep us busy. Oh, that's a plan anyway. But we all know what plans are like. You start with one thing and end up with something completely different. Right, so let's change those into ingots. Right, so that gives me 6, and I think I have 10. So that gives me 16. So we have some white. Right. Did I leave the bucket in the furnaces? I did. Okay. Let's not waste it. And go back in the pool for now. Hi, Malta. Nope, definitely doesn't survive an encounter with the enemy. A plan is only as good as the second you make it. After that, it's all downhill. Feather falling. You're the silk touch, but I think... Okay, so let's take off the gold helmet and put the diamond one back on. Okay, so I need it. Iron. don't think I've been back long enough to... Okay, so that's 423. 30. Okay, let's grab you as well so we can compost you. Welcome back, Grim. Right, so... So... I have some cactus we can cook. And I have some lapis, so I can make green. Don't think I want green, but cyan. You know, most of you know cyan is my favourite colour. Cyan concrete. I love cyan concrete. My favourite block in the game. I want. I shouldn't have bothered. I should have just kept it. There we go. You'll cook. I have the lapis because I got that from the cleric. No. Yay. Hello. Okay. Any others? Any more for any more? Right, so black. That would give me 2. You know, it would be nice if there was a way to get grey naturally. I know you can get the light grey, but the dark grey. Hi, Rory. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it would be handy if you could get... Yep, cyan, definitely. Yeah, well, black isn't so bad because once you've got a... Once people on the server are insane enough to build the Wither Rose farm, black becomes easy enough to get hold of in the shops kind of thing, if you're fortunate. But early game, getting hold of black to make dark normal grey isn't quite so simple. It's a case of spot the squid. Okay. So I think pretty much all the others. Yeah. Because you need black to make grey. You can't... It would be nice if they did something like the coal. You could make the black dye out of coal, or even grey dye out of coal would be nice. Okay, so concrete conversion. How are we doing? We've got 7, so that's fine. I'm not short of you. Can get all we need from that because of villagers. They be a thing. Right. Right, so we're going to need a bunch of white concrete. which nowhere near enough yet. We can a little bit of grey, and oof, I don't think I need tons of cyan. I just want cyan as an accent block. But we'll take a stack. So let's put you back in there. So I need... Okay. Apologies. I'm hoping I can compost most of this lot. Once I've replanted, obviously. Right, here we go. And then we'll find a spot for our first building. Well, our first permanent building, I should say. A flower of sort, a vine lichen that had a purple pink flower blooming in it. Ooh. They didn't make the third. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah. Oh, glow lichen, like you say, that would be cool to turn into grey dye. Just something. Keep those. But I should have some more. Gives me a little bit more white. Get one more, I should be able to have a stack of white. Then I need a whole lot more grey. You're dying for an inventory update? Yeah, that would be kind of cool too. Oh, let's get rid of you, because I don't need you. Which one of you is empty? Probably none of you. How many blocks? That gives us 3. We have enough for an anvil. Efficiency 2. I want... How many of those have I got? I've got 12. Have you dropped your price again? Not yet. Okay, we'll come back and put that on afterwards. Right, so... The question is, do I... It's a concrete converter building, which means it doesn't have to be that big. Yeah, I got water animation turned off because when it rains, it gets really irritating on the stream. So that's kind of turned off at the moment, the dripping and the animations for it. if that makes sense. I want that bucket back and a bucket of water. But yeah, because of streaming, I tend to have that turned off. Right. Well, first of all, we need to convert it, and then I need to figure out where we're going to put the first building. And I'm using the old scar technique until we've got a concrete converter made. I had a bad thought then. It was a case of, did I remember to bring the pick with me? Which wouldn't have been a good one. Well, it's not a visual bug, it's just that if you're streaming and it's raining, etc., it looks really, it seems to affect the gameplay, TPS, stream connection kind of thing. It just gets a bit weird. So rather than worry about it, I tend to just have it turned off. Because I would forget to turn it off otherwise. Each time I stream. So I tend to play with it off. Right. That should get us the concrete. Okay. I know theoretically I could build and then put water on the build afterwards, but I like the solid block. I guess I could always use some of the deep slate as well in the build. Deep slate is a nice grey. And if I use the deep slate, I don't have to worry about the dye. I could use a tiled variant. I know I don't exactly have a lot of deep slate at the moment, but that's only because I haven't mined it up. But it's a lot easier to get hold of. Let's just make sure I didn't wash any torches away. Doesn't look like it. But I do have a tiny bit. Just 13 pieces, but... Right, so... I would want the deep slate. We have walls too. And the walls would give me a depth variance as well. Yeah, deep slate is awesome. Right, so concrete converter is pretty small. Probably a 4x4 maximum. Where do I want to build this thing? I guess this is a kind of a flat area. Okay, figure things out, Pendle, otherwise you're going to build it and then just tear it down. Because that's what you do, you're dippy. Let's just get some junk blocks. There should be a whole bunch of netherrack in here somewhere. There we go. So let's go where the port is going to be. And figure out where the road is going to be. And I have to chop all this forest down. Hello, creeper. I do like early game for this. Give it a short while and the creepers are going to be blowing up before I get a chance to hit them. Because creepers be mean. Yep, thank you for the leather helmet. Right. Oof. Just what I don't need, a skelly. The one thing I don't like are the skellies. Even early game. Because I swear these things can shoot round corners. See what I mean? He was pointing the other way and he still shot me. Right. So. Oops, fall into a hole. I noticed it just after I jumped. So where is the straight bit? Okay. So from about here backwards, we're going to need to come in a few blocks. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. So probably along this line would be the start of a road. So we're 8. Okay, we're going to round it up to a kind of a halfway number. So 85. Yeah, there are players trying to sleep, but it's a percentage sleep. So it means that whatever that second number is, that's how many people have to sleep for it to go through the entire night. So we need 39 people sleeping at the same time for it to pass the night. Right, so the road would come out to a point and then it would have to hang and then go around, hang a curve. Oops, wrong one, so I want to get rid of that. So, seeing as it's going to have to turn anyway, it might be nice to put this build here so it has a nice sea view. And if I shape that into a cliff edge where it points out a little bit and put a lighthouse on top or some kind of tower. Hey, Miss Mist. So it might be nice. How close to the edge do I want this build? If I do something like here, I could have a very tiny deck. So if we do that, it doesn't have to be a massive house. Yeah. Ooh. Sorry. Gotta make the most of the squid while I see them. If I don't, I'm going to be kicking myself later. Right, and I don't need it to be a massive house. Yep, finally a squid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe to about here. I say not massive, but 2, 6. Let's count in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. That would give me 15. But I don't want it to be too straight. Six, 7, 8, 10. So 10. So if we go to there, then we can come out. Then we can come round this corner. As long as we figure things out. You got to get some cleaning. I'm glad you're on your lunch break. Lunch breaks are awesome. So from there, 6, 7, 10. 16. I'd make that. Make sure I've got it in the right place. I may need to alter the shape here a bit too. But we'll see how it goes. Right, so... Five, 6, 7. Let's join these two up. I should have brought some torches with me. And I want you to be the same here. Do I want it there or would it be better there? And we've got a block of 2, so that's fine for a doorway. It used to be so simple when I had the elytra, I could just fly back and I would be able to use a stone cutter, because in there I need to put a detail, and I'm thinking maybe walls of the deep slate variant. Hi Gashel, thank you for the phantom. Right, so that would give us a large window looking out into a tiny garden. This is only tiny though, so I don't really want to make that smaller than it already is. Hello, spider. It's not a very big room, so if we do that, we can have another window here. And then we can have a doorway going in side there. What are we doing here? This isn't exactly massive either, is it? Right, so we could do another one of those to match this. I don't like that, it's too small. I'm going to need to pull this out another couple of blocks. And yes, I know I said it was going to be a small build. Small is relative. Because we all know when I say small, it ends up being half the server. because that's the way things work out. What I not sure. I'm thinking about that because I'm also thinking of popping in that to bring that one across, or maybe doing that grey. I want to bring the grey in as well. Yep, a Pendle small build. And then we can bring this window across here. Okay. But I think I definitely need to change some of these to walls. Okay, let's go get the stone cutter. And I can hear that spider behind me. Almost daylight. Almost. You see the light peeking up on the horizon and then disappearing and then coming back. So I need a lot more white concrete, more grey concrete. Oh, I got 3 ink off that one. That's awesome. We have 14 white. That's fantastic. Gives us a lot more to be going with. I want the grey first, thank you. Okay. And now I want the white. Let's take all the white we can get. Gunpowder. Which of these monstrosities did I put the gunpowder in? That one. Oh, I also found some of these armour trims. Not sure what they're for yet. Can go in there. The wheat can go there. So I want some more deep slate. Let's go down into my mine. Which I always get lost in coming back out. It's this little bit here I always forget's there. Don't ask me why. I just do. Just that if I'm going to build this, we're going to need a little bit of deep slate. And I apologise that we're resource gathering at the same time as building instead of just building. I will try to get more organised for next stream. If we have a couple of stacks of these, that should hopefully help. I'm glad I've got a diamond pick. Mining this with iron is very much a pain. How are we doing? But as I get better equipment, the block lag will be less and less. Oh, that's how it seems to work anyway. What are we doing? I'm going to come down here next time and it's going to be full of creepers or some other nasty and it's going to blow me up and kill me. Because that's what happens. Because I forgot to bring torches. One more. Thank you. At least I've got plenty of bread. Straight up. Now we jump this way and then up. Okay, I remembered this time. Okay, let's go see what coal I've got. And let's see what villagers they've given me this time. Feather falling, you're no good. Not feather falling one anyway. I've got boots with feather falling one on, so. Aqua affinity. You're not bad for 9. But to be honest, I'm looking for a mending or an unbreaking. At a reasonable price. Because Infinity for 5 and I think Silk Touch is for 7. Oh good, you just changed. Okay. So you give me some more emeralds. Right, stone cutter. Want to borrow the stone cutter? Sorry, I'm pinching your stone cutter. I will bring it back later, I promise. There's a crafting bench. There's some coal. And I have a whole bunch of sticks somewhere. That I do know. There we go. It gives me a bunch of stuff to be going on with. Oh, I'm sure. I guess he doesn't have to work for the day. It gives him the day off. So maybe not. Mrs. Tango's on. That's cool. Hopefully she's having fun. I did, didn't I? Right, so you. Right, is there an easier way to... I'm going to need some of you converted, aren't I? Whether I like it or not. Splish, splish, splish. I know it's not splish, splash. It's splish, splish, splish. No, I'm not going to sing that very, 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 very old song. I know it wasn't my generation, it was my parents' generation. Even I won't admit to that old song. Even though I did have to listen to it probably 1,000 times as a kid. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am not going to tell you. Because it will definitely show the age. Why does everybody's name in the tab have false by it? Good question. Grifter up to something? Or does everybody's have... Nether dig? Ah, he's trying to fix things, bless. That's never fun. Right, so we've got you. Problem with this is going to be it puts a bump in because there's something there, and then this one won't have a bump. Oops, wrong place. At least I've got netherrack. So I can use that for scaffolding. Though technically I guess I could make a little bit of scaffolding. Oh yeah, it's definitely the population of a small town. It's always cool to see lots of people playing. It really is. And that one there. Then I'll need to put some glass in there. And this one. Could have a double door there, but I'm not sure about that. I'm going to think about that. Now, how do I turn this corner? Grab the grey. Called building on the fly. Right. So if I bring this up an extra one. So even though it's... I'm not going to bring white around it as well. I don't want too much white in the build. I want some, but not all to be. But I do need it to kind of turn the corner, something to turn the corner with. So I may go grey and then on to cyan. But if I'm going to come on to cyan, then I need to tie the cyan in as well. So that's too straight. So if I do cyan here, if I can reach it, try that again. And then wrap it round the corner. And it would probably be easier to pillar up and then place it, but when have I ever done things easy? Okay. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to use the scaffolding now. It's too tall. And potentially I could hide some lighting in there. Just trying to pull the block around a little bit. Did that one? It does. It goes right to the edge. Okay. Then the dark grey. Can go here. We may have to play with things. Hi Irma. How are you doing today? I can probably get rid of that block there. I don't think that one's going to be needed. It'll save me a little bit of concrete powder. Oh, I'm ticking along. I can't complain. It's season start, which is always fun. Right, actually, I don't need that second block either. Did I pick that one up? I don't remember hearing it go plink into my inventory. Oh, what's the reason for that block? I think there was a reason for that block. Yep, there was definitely a reason for that block. You're just happy to be back at the server? Oh, that's awesome. Your build's underway then, yeah? Right. So, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4 would give me that, which I could then convert. Ooh. Thoughts? No, if it was going to be there, it would have to be set back a block. Then I'm going to hit, if I set it back a block, I will hit trouble here when I do the interior. Nope. You'll get there. You always do. Okay. think it's too dark. I'm not sure on that. I was trying to switch up the colour a bit, so it's not all white. But I'm not convinced. Got 10 blocks. We're going to need a few more white. I hear the lava bubbling away. I'll have to find that later and get rid of it. The question is, yeah, maybe. Maybe I kind of do the same on this side. So if I bring this out, in fact, I can use a powder. I need to go get some more cyan though. Then we'll use the solid ones because at least I don't have to worry too much about them. Where are we? So it's 3 more blocks. That one should theoretically line up with that. Hey, cable. Nope. No trading hall. It's a bunch of modern builds in a port with a cruise liner on this section of the build this season. And then a whole bunch of terraforming with jungle villagers and all sorts of other stuff later in the season. Just have to remember to go check out that large ocean that was mentioned in the northeast by somebody in chat, which I'm terrible at, and I feel awful. I can't remember names. I'll have to go through the chat log later. How are you doing, Cable? How's your build going? Have you Have you cracked the whip on everybody, Anita and Liara, and got them making all the farms you need? And by the way, I loved your build. Like I haven't said that before, but I really enjoyed seeing it completed. It was beautiful, as always. Okay, so theoretically this should join up. And yes, it was supposed to be a small house. No build yet, still trying to get tools and stuff. Yeah, I have a few villagers for some tools and armour and what have you, so I'm not doing too bad. I'm still rolling villagers though for the right book combinations, but we all know how that goes early season. But I'm glad you're getting there. Right. So I'm going to have to pull some grey out this way. What's this one? Right back here. Probably going to have to get rid of you, aren't I? I have about 20. Let's see. Okay. So that gives us that. That's awesome. Yeah, I have a silk touch and an infinity villager so far. The others will come in time. I think I want to widen this corner. So that it's kind of a bit bulkier on this edge. Yep, definitely need more resources. Let's light things up a little bit. Right, so I want some glass for the windows. I want some more cyan. And I need to bring this in and around, kind of like I did on that side. Okay, time to go get some more resources. Dodge all the mobs on the way back. Let's get And a lot of tree chopping in my future. So what have you given me now? Nothing. You're the infinity. A new trade's popped up as I come past. I'm going to check. Okay, so you're fine. I should have another book stand for you somewhere. Here we go. I knew I did. Hey, mister. How are you doing? Things are going good. Well, we're just about to hit the 48-hour mark on the server. Looting. That's no good to us. At least give me something useful. Okay. You think about You think about it. Right, so I have that. I need the cyan. Do I have any more white? Okay. So you'll give me more white. This. Okay, we've got part of a stack. What else do we have? Don't think I have any more bones in here, do I? Anything else I can compost? You won't have been loaded, so it's unlikely there's any gold in you. I mean, iron in you. Oh, there's a little bit. You've accidentally set your starter house on fire, but you're just getting through work today. Yeah. I'm sorry that you set your starter house on fire. That's not fun at all. Right, that will give me more emeralds. You haven't reset. Okay. Spiders, I can go in here. Yes, I can get rid of you. I still have the hay bales, so just one more, please. One or two more, anyway. That'll give me a stack. We can go back to working on the build. Right. Let's head back to the house that's going to have our concrete converter in it. Though I will need to make all the components to set it up because I'm going to need some observers, some... Is it dispensers? Yeah, it's dispensers I need, isn't it? Rather than droppers. Okay. You don't see me and I don't see you, creepers. You ignore me, I won't kill you for the gunpowder. But you can go away, zombie. Hey, Block. You're back at work, so you'll be in and out. Oh, yeah. Well, you have a good day at work. Would help if I move Block. Go. This gives me a few. I guess the dolphins and the polar bears are competing to who can see who can kill OT most this season. Bless them. Oh, dolphins are mean, Emma. They really are. They are really, really mean. Do I want to bring it around the edge? I'm not sure. I've been killed by dolphins several times. They are really mean things. Right, so I want this to be too wide as well. So it kind of hides the block. Okay. Do the same on this side. Spider. If I don't kill you, you're going to sneak up on me. Because that's what spiders do. At least it's not a cave spider. They're mean things. Right, so 1, 2, 3. I want to put a 3 in there. No, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the tiled blocks. You can go in the corner. Don't think I'm going to have enough. That's okay, we can fix that, but we can reduce how many we need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, 3's too big. Do I have some more white? I do. We need to add some depth, because it won't look right without the depth. Which means you need the depth as well. And then on the bottom, I can bring that out 3 blocks, and then on the top it can come out 3, and then I can have a 3 solid of these across the middle. So it's kind of opposites, if that makes sense. And I need to bring a white block across the top. But we've hit the 2-hour mark, so let's see who's streaming and who I can send you awesome people to. And let's hit this, and let's hit that. And who is streaming today? We've got Mr. Joker, who's streaming Minecraft, so I will send you Mr. Joker's way. Thank you all for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. You are awesome, and you always make building so much more fun. I will be streaming again same time tomorrow, because my streaming days are Monday, Tuesday, Fridays usually, unless something comes up. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Like I say, I know you don't have to, but you make it so much more fun. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.